Let's drop down. Weep. Diddle-diddle-doop. Boop. Welcome back, everybody. I'm Jade Monkey, and we're back here in Rust, the Rust Console Edition. That's right, for the PlayStation 4, the Xbox One, and today is the day. Today is the day of full release, May 20th, 2021, and it should be happening here in the United States, or start the first wave of it coming through at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So yes, no matter what version you have, you should have access today. Now, some of the things that people ran into, well, we'd be telling you a couple things, like A, how to launch it, some of the things we're currently dealing with, what the current patch is going to have that's coming in, and what's currently going on with the game right now. Okay, so right away, a lot of people are like, hey, I can't launch it. I would suggest that you delete the beta versions, the limited beta and the pre-order beta if you do have those, just to clear those out, and then download the standard edition that you have in the store, PSN or the Microsoft Store, whichever, and make sure that you've got all that cleared out and you're signed in on the account that you did make the purchase on. Now, when you do download those, you automatically get your skin downloads with those as well. So even if they're not currently working in-game, you still do have those. So we'll go over some of those bits and pieces over there as well. Now, let's see. As far as server load, it's going to be a little crazy. So I would strongly suggest to give it some time. Don't expect to get in the first wave. I mean, you can, but things do stabilize after about an hour and a half or so. Just know that when East Coast starts, and it does level out, stay in the server you're in and remember which one you're on, because if you get back out when that West Coast hits, it's going to be a tidal wave because there's just so many people that are trying to get into the game. So just be aware of that. Now, a lot of people that have seen or done the limited beta or done the pre-order beta, they do know that 102 was a version that we were playing on. Just so you know, this current version is actually 101. Even though the title screen says something like 1.2 something, you have to look at the file info. So just remember that ushers in all the things, good and bad, that were inside of 101. As you know, if you played 102 at all, you know how nice and smooth and how much fun we were having in there. We're still having fun here, for sure, but, you know, like they changed the strafe, like right here. They changed the strafe schema. If you're on the Xbox Series X or S, you know that we're having input lag because of the FPS bug. That does get fixed in 102, stuff like that. We have run into some occasional crashing, mostly instability in that server list, like things kind of popping in and out. Again, a very 101 thing. So we are waiting for 102. The good news is 102 has already been submitted, and we're waiting for certification for both Sony and Xbox, so that could happen at any time. As a matter of fact, it could even be a moot point, right? Like you guys could already have it by the time this thing actually launches. So fingers crossed, I hope that's the case. And if not, it could happen Friday. And it could happen, who knows, you know, Monday? I'm not really sure what the timetable is. I just know that they're waiting for certification. So fingers crossed, I hope everybody's able to launch it and have a good time and check it out. I just wanted to make sure that people knew when this is actually launching, because we were confused too. At first, the dates were, what, the 21st and the 18th for the pre-order stuff. But it looks like, or I should say early access, but it looks like it is now Thursday, so today, if you're watching this. Okay, so let's go over a few things. The skins, if you're on PlayStation, you do have those skins. There's just a bug currently in this version that's not allowing you to access those skins. I can show you quickly what they look like. If you go to the crafting menu, and you go to something like the machete, you can use your R3, or in the Xbox case, the right thumbstick. And you can see you can roll over there if you have the blueprint and you have the skins. Again, there's a glitch on PlayStation, so even if you have certain versions, you still have them. It's just a bug in the game where you can't roll over to them quite yet. The skin store, as we know, or at least as of recording this, isn't available yet. I'm assuming it's going to be turned on release day, but we'll have to kind of wait and see. Not really sure what the word is on that yet. Also, one of the big things are, we are what's called primitive locked at the moment. There is a glitch with the workbench. I don't believe it's intentional. The workbench is unable to craft things, and the recycler isn't giving out things that it should. Again, a relatively new bug. This is not something we had to deal with in 102 at all, or even in 101, I don't think. We played it quite heavily, so we'll have to wait for that patch to come in. Again, fingers crossed that happens today. Let me just show you. Is there a workbench over here? So what that means is at the workbench, there's very few things you can craft off of the workbench. There's a lot of things you cannot, i.e. gunpowder is huge if you're making bullets, so I would strongly suggest, if you're trying to make gunpowder, to buy what's called the F1 grenade at the bandit camp. Where are you at? F1 grenade, right there, 8 scrap. And then recycle it. And then, oddly enough, if you do have the pistol blueprint, you can craft pistol bullets, believe it or not. So a lot of people are doing that, and they're going to major drops and, you know, bigger events, and those usually have are a better chance of like 5.56 and whatnot. If you're trying to go that route, really, here's what I tell people. This is the best case scenario for a lot of people trying to get into the game for the first time, because since everybody's primitive locked, people really can't raid you. I mean, they can with like melee and stuff, but for the most part, C4 and satchels cannot be crafted. Yes, they can be found and thrown on somebody's door, but let's be real. People can't craft the things that they want to, so get in there, establish your base, make your mistakes, you know, figure stuff out, figure out the building system. And again, hey, you know what? I've got a building guide. I'm going to go ahead and link that now in the upper right-hand corner. I just remembered. So if you're brand new or even coming back and it's been a while, that'll help you out a lot. But here's what we tell people. Get in there, build your base, get your blueprints, get ready. And when the patch comes in, whether it's today or, you know, down the road here, you'll be ready for when that thing does hit. So it's actually good because people will be raiding you constantly. Here I am. Look, I'm like, I smell loot. I'm gonna step out here and show you what some of the skins look like. And there are a few skin glitches too on the boxes. But again, if 1 or 2 comes out, who knows? Maybe it fixes all of those glitches that we've got so far. Almost out of the safe zone, I think. There we go. So they are in the game. I'll go back and show you my shed back here. That's gonna have. Oh, somebody called some of these in. Woo, baby. Alright, so if you are getting started, either late on the server or a fresh wipe, I do have a Rust starter guide. I will go ahead and link that now in the upper right-hand corner. It's going to help you at any point in the wipe to get in there and establish yourself and hopefully stop people from clapping your cheeks. So that should help you quite a bit. If you're a little overwhelmed with what to do, or if there's a lot of people that are ahead of you, but yeah, I wouldn't worry about it too much. And speaking of which, the servers that have had access to early access people are marked with an EA for early access. So if you're not, if you don't want to get in the mix with those people, you don't have to. There'll be brand new servers brought online. So look out for those as well. Just know that there'll be some glitches. There's going to be so many people coming to access this, and it will come in waves, I promise you that. It'll start with the East Coast here in the United States, and there'll be another major wave on the West Coast. That's the way it was for us. And for a period of time, we were pretty hard to find a server. So, you know, just be ready for that. But things do level out. They do. Right here is one of the skin glitches here. And we do have some of the furnace stuff in here, and you can see the sleeping bags on the interior. But you can see we're not really that worried about raiding because nobody can craft anything yet. So we got the sleeping bags. Here's the furnace. So there you go. If you found this useful and helpful, be sure to drop a like. And if you think this is something you'd watch, consider dropping that subscribe and turning on those notifications. The little ringy bell there at on the mobile edition, at least, of YouTube. And yeah, we should be live streaming this again. And fingers crossed that patch comes through for us. We are looking forward to that very much. Our FPSs will be cleared up. We'll have the new control schema with the strafe. We'll have better frames, better stability, and hopefully all of the skins are brought back online, especially PlayStation and some of the glitches here. So we're looking forward to that, and welcome everybody that's gotten the game now. It can finally get into the game and actually play, which is mad exciting. So yeah, we'll see you guys in the next one. Love you. Bye. I'm gonna type in my code. Don't look. I get it right? I did.